we have got some info about the restoration, and that was also one of the reasons why we are stopping here to see how the church is going back to its former glory, as you can all see. This was built in 1574 by the Jesuits. It's almost very close to St. Andrew's Church. The Jesuits had a main church in the fort, which we shall see. They had their college and the residences right inside the fort, but this church was meant for the new converts, Indians, probably who were living in the surrounding villages, so it was built for them. The priests came regularly from the fort to say the masses, and hence it is possible, quite possible, that Gonzalo Garcia was coming to this church because he was studying at the Jesuit college, which is in the fort. We shall see the ruins of that fort. So this church is associated with the church which in a fort is in ruins now. Also, when you look at these altars and some of this beautiful work, after the fall of the Portuguese in 1739, and the churches were abandoned, it is quite possible that some of the altars from those churches were taken and probably placed in some of the churches in Vasai. So it is possible. We do not know exactly, but there was so much architecture and beautiful stuff inside those churches that was carried on. Some of the doors from the fort were used in churches in Vasai, which are still there.
Remedy has the door.
Yeah, we know one which is Our Lady of Remedy, where the main door of the church is actually from Vasai fort,
Also from Sando
church also. Yeah. So it is quite nice to imagine, because when we go to the fort, we only see ruins, and it is hard to imagine what life must have been like there at that time, 400 years ago. But when we look at this, I think it makes our job easy to imagine what the ruins look like back in the days. And as Father mentioned, there are two relics there. Please have a look over there. And there are washrooms outside. You can do that as well, because I would suggest you must use the washroom, because after this we are going to the fort. There are no washrooms there, so please make use of this opportunity. Take pictures outside. Yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention. There is St. Thomas Baptist School and Junior College just outside the church. Let me tell you, it is one of those few schools and educational institutions which was started as East Indian minority schools way back in 1889. It is one of those. The other one, my guess is De Silva School, Antonio De Silva in Dadar. So these were the schools that were started by the East Indian community, our ancestors, back in 19th century for the benefit of the community. So and